Hey, I've gotten several requests to do a tutorial on this instrumental that I've posted on my YouTube channel before. I've gotten 4 requests to be exact, but it's alright. I mean, it's a simple instrumental and it's pretty short, so it's my first tutorial, so I'm hoping that it's going to come out alright. This is Paul Simon's In the Garden of Edie, so it's coming up. In the Garden of Edie by Paul Simon. Now this is a really cool instrumental that's on his Stranger to Stranger album dedicated to his wife Edie Brickell. I have a previous video of me playing the entire tune, so you can compare that with what I'm going to show you here. And that other video, well, first of all, he starts off the song with a 3-note motif, and the notes are G, E, and B. And if you see the video, I'm playing it in the 5th position, from starting on the 3rd string and then going down. I'm doing, and then there's this run. Now I'm classically trained and this is a classical guitar, so I'm playing it in this position because I get a better resonance and I get more brilliance in the notes. Paul Simon, he uses an acoustic guitar with steel strings, so he plays it in a different position. Now, if you're a Paul Simon freak that you have to play it the way that he plays it, well, you're in luck, because I'm going to show you how he does it. So this 3-note motif, the G, E, and B, he's playing it in the 10th position. So he's playing the G on the 5th string 10th fret, then the E on the 3rd string 9th fret, and the B is the 2nd string on the 12th fret. So he's doing this chord position. Now with an acoustic guitar you get a lot more shimmer and a lot more sustain on the notes, so you can do it here. That's where he's doing it. Now to give you a little background, this chord position, he uses it in a previous song all the way up here on the 5th fret, the exact same position, and this is on his great song Questions for the Angels. He uses this same chord position, but he's doing a pilgrim on a pilgrimage walked across the Brooklyn Bridge, his sneakers torn, in the hour when the homeless moved their cardboard blankets. So Paul, as a songwriter, he probably thought, this is a cool chord. Maybe I can see where it works. And so he brought it all the way up here to the 10th fret. So this here, it would be a G6 or an E minor with a G in the bass. You can call it whatever you want. It doesn't really matter. So that's the way the song starts. And then he's going to do this run. I'm just going to tell you the position. I'm not going to go into the notes. That's going to take too long. So then after this, he's going to do this run. It's 4th string on the 10th fret, 2nd string on the 10th fret, then pinky on the 3rd string 12th fret, then ring finger on the same string 3rd string on the 11th fret. Now make sure you get it with the ring finger, because you're going to do a slide up a whole tone to the 9th fret. So again from here, and you're going to finish with 2nd string on the 8th fret, and then 2nd string on the 7th fret. So the whole thing goes like this. I'll just play it slow for you. Now he does that slide because you get into the 7th position of E minor. See? That puts you into the B minor position. So that's the first run. He's going to repeat this 3 times. The second time, he's adding a low E to the 3-note motif. So this second time he goes, and he also adds a second string on the 10th fret and back to the 12th fret. So I play it for you again. And again this run, but this run is going to be shorter. He's not going to do the slide up with the ring finger. He's going to go like this. Starts the same. 4th string on the 10th fret, 2nd string on the 10th fret, pinky on the 3rd string, 12th fret, ring finger on the 11th fret, but then he finishes with a harmonic on the 4th string on the 12th fret. Now if you don't know about harmonics, well, there's a ton of videos on YouTube about how to do harmonics, but here it's just hitting the 4th string right smack and where the fret is. Anyway, so let me play you that second run again. Third time around is the same as the first time. It's exactly the same. So after you repeated that theme, then comes, like, I guess the chorus, or the I guess it would be the main part of the song, which is the harmonics that he does. It's just harmonics he's hitting the 4th, 3rd, and 2nd string, and he's hitting the harmonic on the 12th fret, then on the 7th fret, and he finishes with a C chord in the 1st position. Because these harmonics on the 12th and the 7th, they're implying the chords of G, D, and then he finishes with a C. So he does that 3 times. So it would be, that's 1, 2, and then to get back to the motif, to the beginning, he does this run. I do it in a different position, but I'm pretty sure that he's doing it here. He's doing the run on the 4th string. He slides to the 10th fret, then on the same string 9th fret, then on the same string 7th fret, and then on the 3rd string on the 8th fret. So it would be, because he's implying this chord, the B7th chord, in the 7th position. And he finishes with these 2 notes, E and F sharp. On the 3rd string, it would be 9th fret to 11th fret. So the whole thing would be, and he jumps back to the motif from the beginning, but hitting the low E first. I'm doing that again with this with the 2nd string on the 10th fret. So it will be, let me just play it again. And the run that I showed you before. And then you're going to do it again with hitting the low E string first. And this second time, instead of doing the run, the slide up, I'm sorry, you do the harmonic on the 4th string. And that's going to set you up for another part of the instrumental. So after this run, that harmonic is going to set you up for this really beautiful arpeggio run that Paul Simon does. Now I'm going to show you what I'm doing in my video. This is the way that I play it. Now this is, I'm playing a classical guitar, so to me it sounds just better moving this run all the way up to the 7th position. That's not what Paul Simon's doing. He's doing it a much easier way. And again, if you're playing an acoustic guitar, it definitely sounds it's gonna sound better doing it this way. Now you're gonna be in a D chord position, but you're gonna take out your index and you're gonna arpeggiate from the 3rd string down. You're gonna hit the 3rd string with the thumb, 2nd string with the index, 1st string with the middle, and you're gonna go G in the bass, and then you're gonna put your index back to the D chord, repeat the same thing, and then your pinky on the 3rd string, 4th fret, and then just hit the D chord. I'm sorry, the D. So it will be, and from here he's gonna hit the C and D notes on the 2nd string, so 1st and 3rd fret, and then 3rd string with the thumb. So let me do that again. And then 1st string, and again hit the 3rd string with the thumb. Again. And now he's going to do this run on the 1st string, starting on the 2nd fret. He's going to do a hammer onto the 3rd fret, and then the pinky's going to grab the 5th fret. So the whole thing again. See, it's really nice because it's just almost like a Travis picking. But it's really not, but it's just a really nice way of doing arpeggios with the D chord. So again. And now he's gonna do an E minor in the 2nd position. So this would be basically just like a D minor position, which is this. But if you slide it up 2 frets, it's going to be an E minor, and you're just going to put your index on the 2nd fret of the 4th string. That's an E minor. So you just hit the 4th string with the thumb, and then with your 3 fingers you hit the bottom 3 strings, and the 2nd time will be. So let me play you that whole run. So after this, he's going to do this arpeggio, which is going to be your index on the 1st string 3rd fret, middle finger on the 2nd string 4th fret, and ring finger on the 3rd string 5th fret. Just a regular arpeggio, but ending with the 3rd string. And then doing the same thing, but now with the D7th chord, which is index on the 2nd fret, middle finger on the 2nd string 3rd fret, and pinky on the 3rd string 5th fret. So it would be. It's a nice way of just doing. Which is going to bring you back to the G chord. So see, that whole run, it would be like this. And now, don't forget to sing, because if you hear the recording, Paul Simon is humming along to when he's doing these arpeggios. If you can do that, that'd be great, because he's singing it. and then he repeats it. Now that's probably the trickiest part of the song. You're probably going to have to practice this, but it's definitely it sounds really nice when you hit it right. Let me play it again. So after it's back to the harmonics. And he does it 3 times. And the last time, instead of going to the C chord, he's going to do harmonic on the 12th, harmonic on the 7th, and back to the 12th. Now, a tip I can give you for this section of the harmonics is just get creative with it. Don't, if you want to play like Paul Simon, that's fine, but you can this is where you as a guitarist come in. Like, you can do so many different things. You can play it differently in the sense that you can roll the harmonics and then roll the C chord, or you can hit the 4th string first. That's what Paul Simon does on one of the runs. Like that, just roll it, or you can just hit it like that. Or another thing that Paul Simon does when he does variations on his songs when he plays live is, for example, the C chord, he might just roll it but from the 1st string up, so it would be like that. He likes to do that. So you just get creative with it. You can do so many things. When I roll the chord, the C chord, I just hit the thumb is hitting the 5th and 4th strings, and then I'm just arpeggiating with the index, middle, and ring finger, like that. You can do that, or you can just roll it with the thumb. So you can have a lot of fun with that. So that's basically how the song ends again. 12th fret, 7th fret, and back to the 12th fret for the G, because that's implying a G chord. So I hope that helped. Have a lot of fun with it, and just let me know how it's coming along.